Alright gamers, Aaron Shack here, covering the Capcom showcase.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンショーケースへようこそ。
Wait.
まずはじめにお知
Oh
ら
my
せで
god.
す。カプコンは
Oh no.
2023年6月11日に40周
Die.
年を迎えました。
I did the wrong one. I'm sorry,
遊んで
gamers.
いただいた皆様のおかげです。誠にありがとうございます。
Arigato. I mean, there was like 5 of them. Yeah, there's like so many of them.
June 11th, 2023 marked Capcom's 40th anniversary. A big thanks to everyone for playing our games.
Oh my god, it says Capcom USA. But then it was with the Brazilian, not Brazilian, Portuguese caption. What? Just hello? YouTube?
Before we get started, we'd like to share that June 11th, 2023 marked Capcom's 40th anniversary. A big thanks to everyone for playing our games.
Yeah.
It's thanks to our amazing fans that we can celebrate such a milestone. We look forward to creating many more games in the years to come, and we hope that you'll continue to enjoy them.
40 years? I mean, yeah, that's
Now it's time
totally
to show off
right.
our latest titles at the Capcom Showcase. Stay tuned until the end so you don't miss anything.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this video.
Oh, that's that new game that they showed at Xbox's showcase. Goddess. They'll probably, maybe we'll get some more on Dragon's Dogma as well. Maybe some updates on Resident Evil stuff. That might be asking for a lot though. That might be in the works. We do know that that dinosaur game, Exoprimal, with the mechs and the dinosaurs, that's probably coming out this year. They were putting surveys out about like which Resident Evil like us to remake next. And I said Code Veronica. But the way they teased with Resident Evil 4, it's probably, you know, seems like they're gonna remake Resi 5. You know, which is fine with me. I'd just like to see Code Veronica remade at some point. All right.
Traditional Japanese aesthetics come to life through the power of RE Engine. Experience a unique blend of strategy.
Yeah, I gotta say that
and action in
engine
this epic
is
tale.
pretty dope.
A
And I see why they're
beautiful,
using it in
unsettled world of
everything.
mystery awaits in Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Coming to Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Windows, PlayStation 5, and Steam. Mega Man X Dive Offline is coming to Steam, iOS, and Android.
Boy, the names are getting complicated. What's up, Kong? How you doing, man? Offline makes it sound like, what do you mean? There's no online features? Like, is there a
The
Mega
deep
Man
lock
X Dive
controls
Online?
collected memories of the Mega Man X
Are we playing
series
the-
is under attack.
The lesser version here? I don't know.
Dive into cyberspace using hunter programs to recover data before it's too late.
Oh my
Play as
god.
Mega Man X
What
and
is
other
going
characters from
with
the Mega Man
her?
franchise,
It was like the underboob showing. I don't
including
know.
characters that haven't been playable before.
That's a lot. A lot of characters.
Level up your favorite characters and equipment to create a powerful hunter. Power up your weapons and more to customize your character however you want.
Damn, this is a different way to play.
Mega Man X
honestly.
Dive Offline. Control and develop over 100 different characters.
Jeez.
Play as a variety of characters, including new heroes created for Mega Man X Dive. Complete stages and use element metals to recover memory pieces. Then analyze recovered memories to unlock
They got pretty
characters.
girls now in the armor. Oh boy.
There are more than 900 stages to play.
What?
Challenging mechanics and enemies await on classic and new stages. You're bound to clash with familiar bosses from the past. Build the ultimate hunter and save the deep log from total destruction.
It's crazy. So much.
Mega Man X Dive Offline launches in 2023.
Oh, it's a mobile and Steam? What a weird... What? Mobile and
Now,
Steam?
here's
What
the
about...
Capcom Spotlight
What about,
Quiz.
like, Switch? What?
A new era of fighting games is upon us.
Alright. Street Fighter
Street Fighter
6.
6 launched on June 2nd.
Damn right it did.
Already received an enthusiastic welcome from fighting game fans around the world.
Yeah, over 1 million
Street
players
Fighter
in the
6
first
includes
weekend.
World Tour, an expansive single-player story mode.
RPG.
Fighting Ground, the core fighting game experience made even more
Oh my
accessible.
god. I was not ready
And
for those
Battle Hub,
legs.
a social space where players from around the world can compete and hang out. These are the game's 3 main modes. In addition, we're planning to release new fighters and content so you can
Rashid.
enjoy the game for a long time to come.
Enjoy the game.
Street Fighter 6 is out now for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam. Don't miss it. We also have an announcement for Capcom Pro Tour 2023. This year's Capcom Pro Tour will feature Street Fighter 6, the newest entry in the series.
Yeah, so you guys better get to training.
Players from around the world will compete in regional matches and battle to be this year's champion. To celebrate the launch of Street Fighter 6, this year we have our largest prize pool ever. The total prize pool for Capcom Pro Tour is over $2 million, with $1 million going to first place.
Wow.
Capcom Pro Tour 2023 will feature 3 types of tournaments: online premieres, offline premieres, and World Warrior. The
Wow.
winners of each tournament will advance to the World Finals at Capcom Cup 10. Stay tuned to see which player will crush the competition and take home this year's championship. Next, we have news about Street Fighter League Pro JP 2023. In Street Fighter League, the world's top players form teams of 4 and compete in official Capcom Team League matches. We have the largest number of teams ever. The opening match will be held on July 7th and will be streamed live on the Capcom Fighters JP channel on YouTube and Twitch. Don't forget about the Street Fighter League World Championship 2023. The US and European leagues will determine the teams that will go on to compete in the World Championship.
Huh. Alright.
Get up close and personal with
Resident
Resident Evil
Evil
4 on
4.
PlayStation 5. The game's main story will be playable in VR with PlayStation VR 2.
This does look cool.
Thanks
Like,
to
this
the
would be
power of
scary.
PlayStation VR 2, you'll be able to experience
Yeah,
an
we
even
haven't seen
immersive
more on
version of the
Tekken 8,
game.
have we? You know, we're dropping Mortal
Take aim
Kombat
as you
1
fight to
this year.
survive.
We're getting Street Fighter 6.
RE4's cutting-edge knife action is a core part of the game, and the PlayStation VR 2 Sense controller makes
I'm
parrying
surprised we
even
didn't
more
see
intuitive.
anything at Summer Game Fest.
Experience extreme survival horror firsthand. Resident Evil 4 VR mode is a free DLC exclusive to PlayStation VR 2.
Free DLC, no way. That's pretty cool.
Now on to the
There's
next game in
Iceman.
today's lineup.
Oh, Pragmata. Okay, they announced this a while back, and we haven't seen anything since.
A little help here. Look out! What are you doing? Up you go. Sorry, kiddo. We still got a ways to go.
Oh no. Very sorry? Oh no. They just went from 2023 to we don't know. I still like don't know what it is. I mean, I guess I have a better clue now, but yeah, well, that makes sense. You gotta do your best. You only really get one shot, right? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different showcases, but
Here's the
it
latest
used
on
to
the
be
game.
harder because you would literally have to count on places like IGN and other
everyone.
press
I'm
companies
Takumi,
to
the
pick up
original
every
creator of
single
Ghost Trick.
booth that was at
It's
E3.
almost time for the
So it
game
was
to
actually
release.
harder. You
I
had to
can't
look
wait
for
for you to
more
play it.
showcases
But
online.
first,
Whereas
let's
now,
celebrate this.
Jeff compiles the indie stuff and the big popular world premieres, and then, you know, studios like Capcom and Ubisoft and Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo, they can all kind of do their own thing. And then, of course, they're going to ally with various third-party properties and show their stuff. It's just interesting that nobody was promoting that one. But yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2, that was on
Demo for
Ubisoft
Ghost Trick
to
is available
put
now
out.
for
The
download.
day before is a,
The story says a
what do you call it,
named
a
Cecil.
Fugazi.
In the course of
So
solving
that's
his own
that's
murder,
not being
he
shown by
met and
anybody.
changed the lives of
Little
all
Devil
sorts of
Inside
people
looks
in
really
all sorts
dope.
of situations.
I know we haven't seen any of that
Fascinating
since
and
the
related
Game
at first,
Awards.
But each person plays a vital role in Cecil's story, and together, their
So
stories
some of those
lead
just might
him to
not be
one
that
ultimate
they're just
truth.
not ready,
So think
or
of the demo
you
as
know,
a
maybe
doorway,
they're
inviting
not
you
wanting to
into a
promote
great, big
during
mystery.
Summer Game Fest. Maybe
It's
they're
been
like,
30
oh hey,
years
we're
since we made the
ready in
original
August
And
to
just
show
like Cecil,
something.
I met
Whatever it
many
may
new
be.
people, and there were many
But Beyond
ways
Good and
to
Evil,
go
I'm very
further into
concerned
the
about that one. You know, it's
I
been
have no
years
doubt
since we've
these
seen it.
experiences are what shaped Ghost Trick into
And like, it's
unforgettable
still on
games.
Ubisoft's
To
website.
the
So
teams
like,
developing
you know,
recorded this
it-
game, and
they're
other
probably
fans
working
showed
on
so
it,
much
but it's
love
just
towards
like,
it. I'm so
you
grateful
know, they're
to
probably
all
just
of you.
really trying to make sure they
And
nail it
today,
down, you know?
that through this rebirth, Ghost Trick will be available
You don't want to have a
so many more
situation
people
where they
around the world.
drop that
Now,
and then
to
it's
wait for
like
its
not what
release.
we expected
and
or
one more
wanted,
thing. I
and it's
practiced
not worthy
very, very hard for
of
2
the
weeks
amount of
to get
time
the
that they put
clearance.
into it.
So, should we meet someday, it will make me very
I'd love to be
happy
wrong
if
about the
we
day
could
before,
speak
but man,
in
they
Japanese.
are, I don't know, man. Too many copy pastas in that game. Too much especion.
From the creator of the Ace Attorney series, Shu Takumi,
Mm.
this classic mystery game is being reborn. One night, a man named Cecil loses both his memory and his life.
I remember this
Using the
guy.
powers of the dead,
I remember seeing
he tries
him.
to solve the mystery of his own death. The only clue he has is a red-headed detective. A night of mystery begins anew. a rookie detective brimming with a sense of justice. She too is being targeted, and Sissel witnesses her death. Who was I? Why was I killed?
I mean, if you just go to the Summer Game Fest
Who killed
website,
me?
he's got links
And
to
what does
all
it
the
mean I
shows.
was
Like,
given
he's
these
got
powers of the
the
dead?
whole schedule laid out, like
Use
what
the
time
powers of
everything
the
starts,
dead to
and
possess and trick
rather
items.
than, you
The
know,
controls are easy.
us having to rely
Connect
on the
Sissel's
gaming
rolling
press
soul
to
the
go
core of objects
track
to
down
possess them.
studios and film things off
Possess
the
the
show
tire.
floor, we're getting
Possess the
like
bowl.
direct feeds
Possess the star ornament.
of, you know, pure
can then trick
gameplay
the
here. We're
objects
not
you
like
possess.
watching Jeff from Game
Trick the
Informer
guitar to play
play,
it.
you know, some game
What will
really
happen when you
badly,
trick the card?
and then like trying to figure out if we
Trick
would
the
like
door
it,
to
you know.
open it.
Times change, I
Possessing and
guess,
tricking
is the
objects
big
will let you access
thing
new
that
areas.
E3 learned.
Sissel
And
can
that's
go
why
back
they're gonna have
4
trouble
minutes
coming
before
back if
someone's
they
death.
ever do. But I
What
just,
happened before her
I don't
murder?
see it happening. I think
Those
Xbox
clues are hidden
and
in the past.
PlayStation and Nintendo love having their
Follow
own
past events in
showcases,
real time.
and
The
Jeff
limit,
is
however,
taking
is
really
4
good
minutes.
care of promoting the indie
Help people avoid
studios
near-death
and
predicaments
getting those
and
big
change their
premieres and
fates.
visiting, you know, large
Sissel will
game
face
studios
death in
throughout
many
the year as
forms.
well, and just like
Changing their
seeking out
fates
those
will change
games
the
that
story.
deserve to be shared, you know.
And that story must be linked in some way to the mystery of Sissel's death.
And that's something where E3 would
Ghost
allow
Trick,
those to
launching
fall
on
through the
June 30th,
cracks, because it
2023.
was, you know, E3 was something
Demo
that
version
needed to be
available now.
profitable.
Don't miss
It wasn't
the pre-order
about
bonuses.
the message or
See the official
supporting the
website
love
for
of
details.
gaming, all that kind of stuff. It was like, how do we sell the most tickets?
Now on to the next game in today's lineup.
World premiere.
Objection!
What? Did Phoenix have a kid or something? Is it? What's happening here? Song baby. Gosh. Magician extraordinary. Dual Destinies. Oh my god. Yeah. And they don't like Jeff is the other issue. Is they didn't wanna listen to what he was saying about going digital and putting out a digital showcase. They were like, no, let's just wait till COVID's over, or try to even do it while COVID is happening. And, you know, let's get everybody back. And then it's like, well, nobody's really coming back. The big companies have already said they're going to be not in any of your halls. They're going to be at places across the street or around town, or they're going to be online doing their own thing. They're not going to be sending
In Ace
them
Attorney,
money.
players serve as lawyers for the falsely accused.
They didn't want to change with the times
Battle
is
for
the
justice
biggest
in the
thing.
courtroom and uncover the truth.
And Jeff had tried to be reasonable with
Now,
them
the
and,
fourth,
you know,
fifth,
tried to
and
be,
sixth
you know,
mainline
give them
Ace Attorney
ideas
games are
and
being brought together.
ways that they could
share the
negotiate
story of
with these
Apollo
companies.
Justice
Because,
and
I mean,
its
that's why
allies
they
in the
jumped
dark
ship,
age
and
of
it's
the
like,
law.
why are you seeing them all
On
support
Nintendo Switch,
Jeff rather
PlayStation
than
4,
E3? It's,
Xbox
you know,
One,
there's obviously
Windows, and Steam.
something that happened there that
The
companies
colorful
were like,
characters
yeah,
and
we don't
courtroom
like the
drama
way
of
this is
each
going.
game have been
gonna
relitigated in beautiful full
Jump
HD.
the other way. So,
Available
yeah, they
in
would have to
7
really,
languages, Japanese,
they'd have to come back on their
English,
knees
French,
to beg Jeff,
German,
you know. They would
Korean,
be in the
and
opposite
traditional
position.
and
They have to be
simplified
like, no,
Chinese.
you were right, Jeff.
We've also
We're
added
sorry,
voice
and that
recordings for
takes
the
a
new
lot
languages.
to say stuff like that.
We're
Sort of
sure there's
come
no
crawling back
objection
when you
to everything
when you
included in
realize
this
you
collection.
were wrong.
Apollo
I mean, not that he's
Ace
that
Attorney
petty that
Trilogy
he
is
needs an
currently in
apology or
development
anything,
For
but
release in early 2024.
just like
Please look forward to more information about
just
this collection in the
in
future.
going to him, 'cause you're like, wow, we see how good you're doing. Could we work together again?
Next, we have some Capcom news to
And
share.
he could just be like, nah. I don't know, there's a lot of nostalgia with
This
E3.
month
I always
marks
wanted to go to
Capcom's 40th
E3.
anniversary.
But, I mean, now I
As
could
part
go
of the
to
celebration,
Summer Game Fest.
We've opened a digital theme park
And I could
called
potentially
Capcom
see
Town.
other showcases that are in the area.
Take a stroll through the museum to view original
Devolver
artwork
Digital is
and other
always,
materials from
across
various
the
titles
street,
on display.
not too far away.
You can even play a few of Capcom's beloved classics.
I definitely have to set aside some time and money.
Head on over
do
to the
such.
capsule to cast your vote in the Capcom elections.
The definitive.
Participants
I
will
feel like
receive a special
Hadoken was
reward,
easier
so don't
for me
miss
to
out.
learn and execute.
We can't wait for everyone to enjoy these attractions,
Interesting.
along with the many other fun experiences we've prepared at
Captown.
A Capcom ID account is required to play Resident Evil RE-Verse, our new upcoming title Exoprimal, and to use the online features of Street Fighter 6.
Right.
You can also use this account with other Capcom services and campaigns,
For the Resident
such as
Evil
a survey
portal.
about today's Capcom showcase. We'll release more titles and services compatible with Capcom ID soon. Register now for Capcom ID.
Yeah.
Now for the latest on
Oh, there's
Exoprimal
Exoprimal.
ahead of next month's launch.
It's not for me. I wanted Dino Crisis,
Hello,
but
everyone. I'm
know.
Takudo Hido,
maybe someone will
the
dig
director
this,
of
you know.
Exoprimal. I'm excited.
I get
to share the
Anthem
latest Exoprimal
flashbacks
news
when I
with you
watch
all.
this, even though it's
First,
probably
let's check out
nothing
this
like
video.
Anthem. It's just a bunch of people in mechs fighting dinosaurs.
Hello? Thought I heard activity on this.
So yeah, I
frequency.
thought that was her.
Hello? My
Thought
name
that
is
was gonna
Gareth
be
Price.
her. Showed us a red-haired
Basically, the IB's
woman.
godfather. He was responsible for the entire exosuit project.
You know, Anchor Division.
Oh, it was
I
Dino
assume.
Crisis.
Exosuits were developed right here.
I need exosuits. It's our only shot. We need access to the past. All my R&D is just waiting to be picked up back in 2040. Intact and hot off the presses. The access codes to override Leviathan. You can shut it down. The whole thing.
Okay. It looks crazy, doesn't it?
The fuel of the future.
I just know I got a dozen other games this year and next year to probably play, so this one won't be one for me.
At least we know why dinosaurs bleed blood. Lozol. Unrefined Lozol in the blood.
Ozol in the blood.
Neosaur. I mean, look at this. It's a walking glob of stuff.
Gorgeous, though. I'm hoping to see Resident Evil, maybe.
I promise you this. We'll find a way out of here. All Anchor
And if they said, hey, we're working on a Dino Crisis or a new Marvel vs. Capcom game, but I think they're gonna ride out Street Fighter. They're not gonna announce another fighting game when Street Fighter literally just came out. It'd be like stepping on your own foot, you know?
Survived. The perfect exosuit development project is nearing fruition.
We want Street Fighter to run and have new characters for several years.
This is all helping to make a better exosuit.
Good hunting, Ace.
Presenting my most exciting combat project, the Savage Gauntlet.
July 14th. So yeah, if you need something to tide you through the summer. My gosh. Boy, they're gonna sell you, yeah. Look what they're gonna, oh no, it's got a battle pass. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's too much information. Day one on Game Pass, though.
What did you think? That was a lot of new info. Before we dive in, I'd like to give a huge thanks to all the players who participated in the open beta test back in March. We were extremely pleased to have so many participants. Plus, you gave us a lot of invaluable feedback. We can't thank you enough.
What's up, Marvel?
While only portions of the Dino survival content were made available for the open beta test, today we'll be introducing more content included in the full game. Let's take a look at what you can expect when Exo Primal launches on July 14th. Let's start with the story. Ace, the game's protagonist, is transported to the year 2040 and forced to participate in a never-ending series of war games. The story unfolds as you play through Dino Survival, the game's main mode. Gathering intel to update the analysis map unravels the mysteries surrounding parallel worlds and the AI entity known as Leviathan. At times, players will also
Sounds like
engage
there's
in
a lot of
special boss
content
battles as part
here.
of the main story. Dino Survival mode will also change as the story progresses. You'll unlock new missions with a variety of objectives.
So this is
including
Exo
10-player
Primal.
co-op, a multitude of dinosaurs to fight.
They haven't really shown anything
more
that
maps.
appeals to me, but there's, you know,
The
there's
game
lots
will
of cool
also
stuff
feature
here.
an assortment of unlockables and challenges. Modules can be used to enhance exosuits and modify active skills. These modules can be obtained by fulfilling certain conditions while you play the game. You can also personalize your appearance with a variety of cosmetics, such as exosuit skins, weapon skins, decals, and emotes. The game also features a special 5-player mission that changes weekly. Compete with squads from around the world for the fastest completion times, or by earning awards through achievements, like most damage block with a tank suit in battle. There are many ways to enjoy the game, even after completing the main story. We took your feedback into consideration as well. In the full version of Exo Primal, we plan to implement a mode where victory is determined by completing missions as quickly as possible, instead of direct combat with other players. We hope you look forward to that. Now, let's go over all the new info we just saw in the video. Who was that new face at the beginning?
Yeah, I do want that Venom
Meet Dr.
statue.
Science,
I do want
the
that.
developer of the exosuits,
Spidey-Man. Ooh.
and the head of Anchor Division, IBS's elite
I just
research
got
group
budgeted
based
out,
on
like,
Vicky Toa Island.
How many games I want and how much they're gonna cost. The good news about Payday 3 is it's only gonna be $40 American, $39.99.
Will also be a playable map.
But
Incredible
Payday 3
battlefield
also has
with
multiple
exo
modes
fighters
that will
and
come with, like,
dinosaurs clash
you know,
atop this
a
massive
pass to
space
get all the
element.
DLC,
Players will even
clothes,
encounter
the
dangerous mutations of
heists,
dinosaurs
the
known
weapons,
as
the
neos.
mods, whatever.
The most deadly among them being the Neo T-Rex. You'll need to work together with your team to stand a chance at taking them down.
I mean, I think Payday 2 is
Oh,
going to be
no.
a lot of
Is
bang
that a
for its,
swarm of
or
Neo
Payday 3
T-Rexes?
will be a
What
lot of
Leviathan's
bang for its
true
bugs, as
intentions?
we saw with how Payday 2 worked.
Wait, what's the deal with this new exosuit?
I'm going to try to get
While it
both.
may
I'm
look
going to get
similar to
Assassin's
Deadeye,
Creed Mirage
This
and
exosuit is a variant
Spider-Man
called
2.
Deadeye Alpha Burst.
and Alan Wake 2.
Unlike the default Deadeye, this variant comes equipped with a weapon that can burst fire or be used as a shotgun, allowing exo fighters to change their style of play. Exosuit variants, including Deadeye Alpha,
Yeah,
will be
the
added in
statue
title
actually
update
looks
following
really
the full
good.
version's release.
Ooh, look at
At
that
the end of the
T-Rex.
video, we revealed Savage Gauntlet, a mode that lets you take on special 5-player missions that change weekly. In this mode, players can enjoy a change of pace from Dino Survival by competing against exo fighters from all over the world for the fastest completion time.
Yeah.
More info about exosuit variants and Savage Gauntlet.
I mean, if you end up really enjoying this game, they just gave you reasons to jump in
sure to tune
every
in.
week.
And last but not least,
So,
we're excited to announce that we'll be holding a second open beta test.
there you go.
This time, we're including additional story-related missions. 10-player co-op missions,
10
and
player.
other adjustments based on everyone's feedback. Check out the official website for dates and times. We hope you're all excited to try out this new content. Players will also receive a new reward for participating. Don't miss out. We'll continue to make adjustments to Exoprimal, leading up to the game's launch on July 14th. Thank you again for all the feedback.
Yep.
We look forward to seeing you in the second open
Yeah, the
beta
Avatar
test.
game looks really cool
That's
too.
all we have for you
Frontiers
today.
of Pandora.
See you in the war games.
Transformers.
It's going to be a ton of fun.
Next up is the last title we'll be showing off today.
Dragon's Dogma 2. This is the one that people are sleeping on. A lot of people never played the first Dragon's Dogma, and I'd actually love to run that on stream, because I only ever played like part
Hi,
of it.
everyone. My name is Hideaki
And I
Itsuno,
loved it.
And I'm the director of Dragon's Dogma 2. It's been over a year since we celebrated 10 years of Dragon's Dogma, and I
Yeah.
can finally give you some more information about the new game. First, let's take a look at the trailer we revealed the other day.
The negativity of Iceman wins. Oh, he can have Exoprimal. But like, I can realize that it's a dope game. It's just not for me. I mean, look at what I have to play this year. I mean, there's like, I made notes, filled this whole page, filled this whole page. I mean, like I gotta pick and choose. I can't play games that I'm like not even interested in.
Dragon's flames.
Which for Exoprimal, I'm just really not interested.
Of course, that begs the question.
And then some of these games are going to be like 80-hour games, and some of them are live service and never-ending games, you know?
Praise be, for only the sovereign's guidance can lead us true. Long live the sovereign evermore!
I just like how cool all the magic looks. It's so damn awesome. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma is this is a sleeper hit. People are probably just now realizing, they're like, oh, this looks cool. Oh my gosh.
That is most unfortunate, but it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Also, there's a Final Fantasy 16 beta demo. Sorry, demo, not beta. Demo on PlayStation 5
What
I
did you
gotta
think?
download.
The action RPG game Dragon's Dogma was released in 2012. Now, a decade later, I'm proud to share a look at the highly anticipated sequel, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh yeah.
Today I want to talk about two characteristics that Dragon's Dogma 2 will inherit from its predecessor. First, Dragon's Dogma 2 will be a single-player game, but with pawns at your side, it will feel like co-op.
That's cool.
And second, gameplay will feature action role-playing mechanics set in an open-world environment. In the Dragon's Dogma series, you embark on your adventures with pawns, otherworldly beings controlled by AI. Alongside the player-controlled Arisen, you can embark on your journey with a main pawn that can be customized to your liking, as well as up to 2 additional support pawns you can borrow from other players, to form a party of up to 4 characters. Pawns are controlled by the AI and are now capable of even more precise decisions than in the previous title, helping
That's
you
cool.
in the midst of battle. They can also help guide you to new locations, or give you a high five following a successful battle. It really feels like playing in a party with other players. Dragon's Dogma 2 is built with the RE engine,
Oh.
resulting in a dense world woven with high graphical fidelity.
That's
You'll
why it
enjoy a
looks
world
good,
roughly
yeah.
4 times the size of the original Dragon's Dogma, with more to experience than ever before. The
That's cool.
characters and monsters that populate the world are given life thanks to the power of AI, and players will feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant fantasy world. You can look forward to a variety of vocations to choose from.
Yeah.
Your vocation will shape your Arisen's role throughout the adventure. Will you take on enemies with swords? Magic? It's all up to you.
It's been 10 years
We'll
since
have
the
much
first
more to share in the
Dragon's
future.
Dogma.
But for now, I
Yeah,
wanna go over a few sections from the
that's
trailer
what
that
was
show
going
what
through
we've
my
approved
mind,
for
Kong. I
Dragon's
was like,
Dogma 2.
okay, if it's so much like playing
This game is
co-op. Why not
designed
just
to
have
enable
co-op?
players to
you know?
take on situations in their own way. In addition to AI, advanced technology like immersive physics brings pawns, monsters, and NPCs to life. What would happen if you destroyed that bridge, or if you pulled that monster's leg? What other exciting possibilities can you think of? Meet two characters pivotal to the story that also appear in the game's key art. Ulrika, a bow wielder with a deep connection to the Arisen, and Nadinia, a high priestess of the Beast Ring, which appear in the series for the first time. What destiny awaits? How will they affect your
cat
fate?
people.
The intricate relationships and situations you will encounter in the game are sure to keep you on your toes. During your adventure, you will come across familiar monsters from the previous game, as well as new monsters such as Medusa. You can look forward to new player vocations and many new experiences unique to Dragon's Dogma 2. Please stay tuned for more information.
Ah, it looks
Thank you
dope.
so much for tuning in.
But that's kind of how the first game worked. I mean, you had your pawns as well. But I think they sort of enhanced the way a lot of it works. You know, they've had 10 years to sort of come up with how to attack this in a
Dragon's
better, newer
Dogma
way.
2 will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam. And now, a quick look at the Capcom 40th Anniversary Sale. Kicking things off, we have well-known titles, such as Dragon's Dogma and the Ace Attorney series. Don't miss this opportunity to pick up a few of Capcom's most
All the Monster
influential hits at
Hunters,
some great
Devil May
prices.
Cry, the Resident Evils.
To celebrate,
On
we're also
Onimusha,
offering a limited-time bundle of
Beat
some
'em
of
up
Capcom's
bundle.
major titles on Steam.
That's actually a really good bundle.
That wraps up today's Capcom Showcase. Thank you for watching. We're always working on new games and updates, and we hope you're as excited as we are for Capcom's 40th anniversary. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
See, I think they'll have a showcase when they're ready for Resident Evil 4's DLC that we're supposed to get at some point.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Capcom Showcase post-show. I'm Andy. I'm on the community
Andy,
team at Capcom. And
community
with me
manager.
Today we have
He used to
Joe,
be on
also the
Avengers,
community team,
and now
we
he's
have Nico.
he's on
Nico, do you want to
Capcom.
introduce yourself?
Hey there, I'm Nico B. I'm a Capcom creator, as well as a creator over on YouTube and Twitch, and I'm really happy to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that's
so
the
we
whole
just
show,
got
I guess.
done with the Capcom Showcase. What was everyone's favorite part in the chat? Let us know. I think mine has to be Exoprimal. I love changing the rigs. I love just seeing which rig goes into like which situation and everything. And I'm a big dinosaur fan. So, how about you, Joe?
Yeah, it's shaping up well. So much good stuff in there. Dragon's Dogma 2 for me. It's been very near dear to my heart. Super excited for it. But yeah, lots of good stuff. How about you, Nico?
Oh, absolutely, it has to be Ace Attorney. I'm so thrilled to see Apollo coming back. He's my boy. Absolutely thrilled to see that collection coming back. And yeah, that sort of leads us actually into what we're gonna be checking out here. Is actually done by the same creator of Ace Attorney, and that is Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective.
For those of you who don't know, Ghost
Let me see here.
Trick is coming out on June 30th on PS4, Xbox, Steam,
I
and
think-
Switch. It's a puzzle game.
Okay, there's
a
yeah,
lot of
Payday
cool
3 is
puzzles.
already
It's
on the wish
very
list.
narrative heavy, and you're basically Sissel, the main character, is trying to find out what
Capcom.
happened to him. Why am I dead? Is what he basically asks himself, and you got to figure out through different scenarios. It's really cool, and we're actually gonna do something for you right now.
Yeah, Phantom
Joe, what are we
Liberty.
gonna do?
Yeah, so in the showcase, we just announced that the demo for this game is live on all the platforms that Andy mentioned. So we're going to take you through that demo. There are 2 chapters in this demo. Really from the start of the game, you can get familiar with the characters, the game mechanics, just get a general sense of the vibe of it. And that brings us to what we're doing today, is walking us through it. And you know, we couldn't ask for a
Yeah,
better,
so Monster Hunter
person to do it, so
stuff.
that's Nico's.
Oh,
The
heck yeah.
Winter's
hopefully I can still remember
expansion.
how to do this. So,
Let's get into it.
all right, let's check it out.
Maybe we should set the stage for what we're seeing, right? Obviously, we're seeing a Pomeranian.
Okay, here it
in the
is.
center
40th
who
anniversary sale.
Unfortunately, is not moving at all. Very tragic. We've got a strange person that's wandering around this apartment. Just overall, just a really mysterious situation.
And this is how all the scenarios kind of start, pretty much. The one before
Yeah, okay.
this, if you do play
I
the
just
demo,
want to
chapter
find
1
where the
starts
sales
when,
are.
and you're trying to save her.
What's up,
and now you're
Castaway
in this
Army?
situation where you're trying to figure out first what's going on, like what's the scene, what's that?
Okay, so here's some of the
then you have to
stuff
go into
that's
the
on
puzzles,
sale.
and it's to figure
Ace
out
Attorney trilogy,
why not gonna say
$9.
his name, but
That's
why
not
the
bad.
dog there
Not bad.
is on his back.
Devil May
Yeah,
Cry
these are who we're playing
5.
as in
I already own it.
So this we're playing as Sissel.
Mega Man.
And by this point, he's already gotten at least a decent grasp on his.
There's
Ghost
this
Trick abilities.
40th anniversary pack.
He's already averted one fate.
There's all your Monster
and,
Hunters.
While we're here, we're going to
your Ace
go
Attorney.
over here and check on our little friend down here.
Resident Evil stuff.
Right now, our friend is just a blue.
Your expansions for Resident Evil.
He's not
your
quite
Devil
sure,
May Cries, your
what
DLCs.
their form is supposed to be.
Your Dead
Yeah,
Rising
every
stuff,
ghost
all
that
the
shows up
Dead
in this
Rising
game,
games
when
are
you first
cheap.
meet them, they always come out in this form. They essentially have to be reminded about. Who
I mean,
they
really,
are.
to me, the only thing.
Yes.
Let me meet these guys. I thought we might want to check out their after show, but it's really probably just going to be them commentating over what they've already talked about. Really, for me, Street Fighter 6, Dragon's Dogma 2, anything Resident Evil. But I mean, I know they're working on DLC for Resi 4, so Capcom Fighting Bundle. You get the Street Fighter 30th anniversary stuff. There's the first Dragon's Dogma. I mean, you can literally pick that up for $4 right now and sort of get in on the hype of like, oh, well, what is Dragon's Dogma? Well, right there. Lost Planet DLC. Yeah, character passes for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I did pick that up. Okay, I gotta make sure the new Dragon's Dogma is on my wish list. Okay. There's Exo Primal, you know, Ghost Trick. You can add those to your wish list. Yeah. Oh, Remember Me was actually really good too. That's a DLC pack though. But I mean, there's so much that Capcom has done, and so there's probably something that everyone would probably find something interesting here. Let me go back. Where was that? Yeah, this right here. So this is the Ace Attorney trilogy. I would be interested in picking this up. Yeah. So yeah, you got pretty good markdowns on everything. But like I said, my theory on why they wouldn't do a Marvel vs. Capcom is that they just dropped a Street Fighter and they're planning on putting out new stuff over the next year. So you don't want to like shoot yourself in the foot. But yeah, I guess now that Disney owns Marvel, it's like, well, now you have to negotiate with them, and then for Spider-Man, and they own all the Fox properties, so that makes it, I mean, you would only have to figure out a deal with them, which could potentially actually work. But with the last Marvel vs. Capcom, they couldn't negotiate with Fox on the X-Men, so they lost them. Couldn't figure out the deal. But yeah, Resi 4's DLC should involve Ada Wong and maybe some stuff that kind of gives us background on what Leon's gone through. Yeah, stuff stuff is not always on the wish list for too long. But I'm going to throw this one in the cart. Yeah, just kind of other stuff. We'll go by date added. This game looks really interesting. They showed this at Summer Game Fest. It's almost like playing with the Technic Legos. If you guys remember those, they were like the Lego for teenagers, you know? They were like really complicated mechanical parts and stuff, you know? And that's kind of what this reminds me of. And they just kind of let you build different devices to complete different tasks. And there's already, I think there was already a demo for it, because I think I downloaded it. Yeah, Payday 2 packs that I need to purchase. Payday 3 is on the wish list. 6 Days in Fallujah comes out June 22nd. That's 10 days from now. Amnesia the Bunker, I already picked that up, and that is a incredible game. Shadows of Doubt, need to check that out. Hollow Body looks like it's a tribute to Silent Hill 3, but it's like a science fiction survival horror type thing. Viewfinder looks really cool. That's the camera game where you hold up your photo and it translates to the real world. I got a lot of indie games here that I'm interested in. This is the body cam game that everyone was going nuts about, how the graphics were super realistic, first-person shooter. Nivalis is essentially letting us roam the sea of Nivalis from Cloudpunk. Lo-Fi is a dope-looking cyberpunk game that's coming from an indie developer. Life by You here is looking to compete with The Sims. Onimusha is dope. Outer Wilds, I've heard good things. Lego 2K Drive, I've heard good things. Sheep Lad, this is made by an indie developer that is looking to sort of make Zelda 2, but better. So that kind of 2D Zelda that they did there, try to do it better, potentially. Yeah, I mean, in Void Train, we played a little bit of that at Steam Next Fest on the channel. 30XX is that Mega Man-like thing where the levels are procedurally generated. We need to finish Hi-Fi Rush in the Forest, before we jump into Part 2, which is Sons of the Forest. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot I got on the wish list. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. I never got to play the Crisis Core Reunion, which is a remake of the PSP game, so I gotta do that too. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 remake. Got the Judgment games. I was playing Judgment on the channel for a while, but I didn't get to finish it, and then they came out with Lost Judgment. Mile High Taxi looks like Crazy Taxi mixed with The Fifth Element, but the reviews came out kind of mixed, so I'm not sure about that one. Yeah. Fatal Frame. Redfall, mostly negative. Roller Drome, I need to play this one, because it's like Max Payne meets like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Like, you dive around with weapons, and it's got like a dope art style. Okay, it's showing all the scores. I want to see gameplay, actually. That's not gameplay. Well, I mean, that's the closest bit of gameplay they'll probably show there. I don't know. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of stuff here that I'm interested in checking out. So yeah, the wish list got smaller, but then it got bigger. And listen, I've wanted to go back to Cyberpunk eventually and finish it, but what people are saying now that we've seen Phantom Liberty a little bit and the devs have talked about it, they said, listen, don't play Cyberpunk right now. Wait for this expansion because it overhauls the main story. It overhauls everything that's in the game. So I'll have more on that. There's a couple articles that I have. Maybe we'll talk about it on the Shackcast. I'll compile all those articles and we'll talk about like all the different details as to why it would be smart if you haven't already played all the way through Cyberpunk to wait on Phantom Liberty and then get into it then, because they're literally taking a lot of the game systems and models and all sorts of things, mechanics and everything. And one of the developers even said, I wish this was the game we shipped at launch. So, yeah, wait till September. Wait till September. And of course, Idris Elba, right? Like joining with Keanu Reeves in the story. So, Should be good stuff. Tonight I'm looking to do more Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So probably wait until 9 p.m. for that, and we'll go from there. I don't know if they're going to do a Max Payne 4. I would love it, but right now Remedy is focusing on a remake. So they're looking to remake the older games 1 and 2. So let's see how they do with that, and if that reignites the Max Payne community, if that builds up a fan base, and then they realize that there's more story to be told, then certainly they should go in and do a Max Payne 4. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Bye.